Hey, Will, I want to run through a couple other tweaks that I made on this latest post processor that I emailed over to you yesterday, just in case we don't get a chance to talk today. I think the rest of the week I know I'm going to be pretty busy, but let's see, I've gone ahead and made this part, and so I put the extra rough quality on these first four holes, and then also two of these have taper comp, two of them don't have taper comp. And let's see, we got a tab on this end, piercing on that end, so this is 12 inches long, so pretty similar to what I showed in the video the other day. So if we go ahead and take a look at the preview here. So I have this little box pop up, so if there was the fixed feed rate override that we're doing, at least this little box will pop up and clue you in that that's what's going on there, and then shows you what the fixed feed rate is that it's using, so you can get that little notice there. And then so this is the first hole, which is at fixed feed, so this is one that didn't have the taper comp on it. This is one that did have the taper comp on it, but it's cutting it as a 2D hole at the fixed feed rate. So you see the taper comp hole, put a few more little short little arc segments here, but it's the same size hole as the other one. And then again, this is without taper comp, with taper comps, so you don't have to worry about that. And then the other thing that I did was, of course, in this part here, we had a height setter probe down here at this hole. And then down at the end of the part, we get to the outside here somewhere. Let's see, keep going. So we get to the end here. So this one is within the 6-inch since the last height setter routines, so it's not gonna do height setter on that one. It will do the height setter on the tab, because that is more than 6 inches since the last one. However, I thought you might want to be able to specify another pierce point to do a height setter routine at if it still fell within that 6-inch area. So you might look at this and be like, okay, that's just inside 6, but I'd really like to do height setter probe there. What you can do is use, if you put on user type for the lead, so on all these lead types right now the piercing type is linear, but if you want to force it to do height setter, if you change the piercing to user, then I've set it up so that piercing type will call out the height setter routine regardless of whether it's within that 6-inch radius or not. So now if we go back into here again, and scroll down towards the end here. So now we've got a height setter on that pierce there. And I think that's it basically. So same thing would happen in 3D5X, where you can choose the user lead type and force it to do height setter routine. Also, what you can do is in your contour area where we set up these different leads, you could have a lead type that was called height setter. So if I come into here, let's make a new one. Okay, and however you want to set up the lead in lengths and such, and then as long as you set the piercing type to user, then it'll do that routine there. So you can do it just with the single command. So if there's just one of these extra ones here you wanted to do that on, you can use your single command, say, alright, I also want to do a height setter on this one, and go back to there. So now we've got the height center action going on there. So If you have any questions on that, let me know. Thanks.